Shalom Makim, Sahab Spirit Wind Judah of the GMS Mississippi Camp, giving God honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Hashem Hawashai, by Hashem Hakodash. Also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right. Today I want to go into a topic entitled Vibes versus the Laws and Other Topics. All right. Vibes versus the laws and other topics, because I was watching a clip from as a matter of fact I was watching a clip from Kevin Samuel. All right, he was talking to an Israelite woman. I think he made a pretty valid point, and one thing I want to say about these guys, every man has his gift, and of course I'm echoing the elder apostle Gabar. All right, the elder apostle Gabar, because it's good to compartmentalize people outside of the world of GMS, outside of the world of Israel. You know, when you listen to people who have different platforms, you know, it's essential, all right, to compartmentalize them. And that way you don't hold them to a certain standard, all right, that they're not gonna hold. They're not gonna be able to keep. All right. And that one standard is knowing the truth of the Bible, knowing the truth of the scriptures. All right, because in the same clip, he also said that Nick Cannon was basically silly for wearing a turban, you know. So we compartmentalize people we listen to. All right, so if you hear me reference someone that's not in GMS, or they don't teach the Israelites, because they've said something that I could have extracted, all right, and I could use on this platform. And I always want to give credit where credit is due. If I didn't come up with it myself, I'm gonna say this person said it, as long as I can remember who said it. Okay. So in this one of his videos he did, all right, he was talking to this Israelite woman, and basically he told her, you know, something that was true. He was like, our people are rebellious. And he also went on to say that our people are more into vibes, all right, than structure and order. He pretty much said that in so many words. You know, our people are more into vibes, all right, than structure, all right. And I was like, and he's exactly right, all right. And when I say vibes, I mean energy, all right, how things and people and lifestyle can make you feel versus how it can benefit you or destroy you. And shalom to you brothers and sisters who are tuning in to this live stream. Okay. So vibes, when I think about vibes, all right, vibes is short for vibration. So vibe is short for vibration. All right, so what is it that's vibrating? It's energy vibrating. All right. So people they emit a certain energy, and you could gravitate to someone, okay, who emits a certain energy or a certain vibe, but they can be detrimental to you, man. All right. There are certain lifestyles that Esau promoted to our people that feel good. All right. There are certain lifestyles, there are certain philosophies that feel good, all right, that are enchanting, all right? And people who embrace those philosophies, they might seem like they're cool people, or they're vibed out. They got a cool vibration on them, all right? But they're going off. They're wicked, all right? And that's something that resonated with me, because that's something that I think on, man. As it says in Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. You know, our people, the 12 tribes, they're energy junkies. They're stimulus junkies. They are addicted to things and lifestyle and food that stimulates them, right? Not, it doesn't benefit us, it stimulates us, all right? And we are addicted to the high itself versus the benefit from whatever we pursue. All right, so in this particular case, all right, he was I think he was talking to the woman about, I think, a man, if I'm not mistaken, or a certain, no, it was a certain lifestyle. Like, I think she wanted to be an entrepreneur. And he was like, you know, you want to be an entrepreneur over being a family woman, or, you know, having a family. He was like, why can't you do both? You know? But she was just enchanted by the vibe that lifestyle had. Now, that's not to say, you know, a brother or sister that has a business, you know, we're not knocking that, because you are a brother or sister who has a business. Apparently, that business is not your belief system. It's not your God. All right. That's something you do on the side, or that's something you do outside of this ministry. Okay. But one thing I noticed about the 12 tribes of Israel is that in America, the 12 tribes, they esteem how things make them feel versus how something could possibly benefit them. Okay. That's why I entitled the live stream, okay, vibes versus the laws. All right. Like the whole ancestor uh, candle lighting, that has a certain vibe to it, man. And a lot of jakes, they seem cool, you know, they seem cool. They don't seem dangerous, all right? But they're going off. They're wicked. They're wicked, man. And their lifestyle doesn't engender, all right? Their lifestyle doesn't engender peace for our nation. Because all those little philosophical things sound good, but it doesn't produce anything, man. I know Elder Kazak, I believe he's on a live stream. So then we was talking about on the side of the count, or actually during count, is that it was something that we said, something produces peace. All right, it was something, but it's so many words. All right, these laws, they produce peace, man. All right, these laws, they produce peace. All right, but our people, they rebel against structure, they rebel against order, but they gravitate to things that enchant them. They gravitate to things that have a good vibe to it. They gravitate to exciting energy. All right, even listen to rap. All the rap is pretty much garbage, but our people gravitate to more of what? The gangster rap, the street rap. Jake's put 316s, giving a vivid description of how you're going to ruin everybody in his neighborhood. But between that beat and what he's saying, people gravitate to that more than to say the Lupe Fiascos and the Talib Kweli's. Now, we all know they going off, but it is a certain energy that enchants Jake, all right? That could captivate Jake more than positivity, man. Negativity, all right, is more enchanting than positivity, man. Or negativity is more enchanting than productive, productive energy, man. All right. So I forgot what the word was because we said something protects your peace. No, something produces peace. All right. Something to the effect of privacy, or something basically detaching from Jake culture. All right. But see, these laws is not there just so the Most High can be hard on you, or the Most High is old school. When you have a nation of people that as a collective follow the same laws, those laws engender peace. All right. See, Esau in this country, all right, his vibration that he puts on America in the Western world is the illusion of freedom and liberty, but that produces chaos. Because basically, in reality, they disallow human beings to function off their basic instincts, all right, which is very primitive, all right, very animal-like. That's why the West is dog eat dog, step over the next person to get to a higher position, all right? Because that's the natural instincts of a man, all right? But those laws protect yourself from yourself, all right? And there's a reality to governing millions of Israelites. There's a reality to that. You can't just have feel-good philosophies, all right? But you have no systems to govern everyday reactions between humans, man, all right? As it says in Romans, that our people, they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. What does that mean? What does it mean when it says that basically Israel desires teachers, all right? Israel has itching ears, so they desire teachers to basically scratch that philosophical itch, man. The 12 tribes attach themselves to preachers and teachers and leaders who basically tells them what they want to hear. And in turn, they get pandered. They tell them things like these leaders and these false pastors, these false prophets. They tell you what you want to hear, and in return, you pay them. You're getting paid to be lied to. Okay? You're getting paid to be lied to, man. Ain't that something? Okay? They heat to themselves teachers having each itching ears, man. All right. You desire to be lied to, man. All right. So, like I said, our people are under the vibration of enchantments. It wouldn't be an enchantment if it didn't feel good. All right. If it didn't make you feel good, man. That's why the book of Proverbs, I think it's the 6th or 7th chapter, it goes into what? The strange woman. All right. The strange woman, which ultimately, spiritually, is talking about the different philosophies, man. All right. But did it not say in the scripture, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure? Or in a spiritual sense, that's talking about these different philosophies that enchant you like a woman. They feel good. Feminism was like a woman that enchants you, man. That enchanted our women. All right. The illusion of freedom was an enchantment. All right. Integration for our people was an enchantment. Okay. All those things were enchantments that carried a vibration that made you feel good, man. All right. But it engendered death for our nation. All right. And I find it ironic that it's Esau Edom, all right, that told our women that basically she was oppressed for having a man in the household, all right, and that she could live without him, just to 20 years later call the police on her son that was raised without that same man and call him a criminal. But she was enchanted by a philosophy that made her feel good, man. Okay? Somebody had a video applies, and I know he's just a regular 2/3 Jake, but he made a good point. You know, our people talking, he was talking about our women. He said they basically they like the exciting energy in men. All right, but a man that's a family man, he's not lit. All right, he ain't lit. All right, it's kind of like it's not exciting to him. All right, so it's not that there's no such thing as there's no good man. You gravitate to a certain man that has an exciting energy, but it's not conducive to building a family. Our people are addicted to energy. All right, they're addicted to what makes them feel good as opposed to what benefits them, man. All right, our people are energy junkies. Our people are stimulus junkies. Okay, that's why it says in 1 Corinthians, the first chapter, the book of Corinthians, the first chapter, around the 26th verse, or how the Most High set up his men, all right, to come off as being insignificant, man. He set up his men to come off as insignificant, what called the base things. All right, that was a stumbling block. People didn't gravitate to the apostles and the brothers in the different camps initially, all right, because we didn't have a prestige about us. We didn't have a vibe about us that made people gravitate to us in whole numbers. But the Most High set up that whole thing, man. All right? The Most High set up the whole thing as a snare, so only one third of our people will actually get it, man. Because the rest of our people, 2/3 of our people, all right, they're enchanted by what makes them feel good. All right? You've got certain Israelite camps, all right, certain Israelite sects outside of Great Millstone. They tell you that they're the Israelites. They tell you who you are. They tell you about the dietary laws, but they still pander to you and make you feel good, all right, through presenting themselves as these uniform Israelites, these family-oriented Israelites, all right? They still provide a lifestyle so you can still live life as a Babylonian with ease. You can still line your hair up, get a complete bald head, all right? It still call yourself an Israelites. Therefore, they have larger numbers are within their membership. Okay, all right. But our people gravitate to energy, and our people gravitate to what feels good to the flesh. All right, versus what's beneficial to them, man. Because those same Israelite camps tell you that the you know what is not against the laws, man. That it's okay to get a little tattoo, man. All right, or get the Kool-Aid or the ketchup stain, man. I tell you that it's okay to do those things, man. All right. So within that deception is death. All right. But I'm not gonna make this too long, you know. I'm just at the part that was on my spirit. That was one of the lessons that I had written down, that our people gravitate to what makes them feel good versus what's beneficial to them, man. All right. So let me just check the chat. I don't think I saw anything on the chat. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to bring this live stream to a closing. Hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shem Shah by Shem Hakodash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Abba, Abba, come Yashala, Shalom.